Hi guys, don't mind the dry air in the background, but I wanted to talk about this because this was an issue I was having, and I don't really know where to post it. So I'm trying to post this up for anybody that had this issue. This is an Xbox One early series controller. Notice it doesn't have the cool D-pad, so it is one of the earlier ones. And I had this weird issue where when I would plug it into my PC, it wouldn't get recognized. And this was both in my Windows and Linux installs. It would not recognize it. So at first I thought it was maybe something broken, or maybe, the motherboard might have to be replaced. But the reason I didn't think it was broken was the weirdest thing, because if I would plug this into my old motherboard, basically my old PC, it would work. It would read just fine as soon as I plugged it in. And it's hard to troubleshoot this because, if it's not showing up in Windows, for example, the drivers aren't going to be there, and it's not going to detect anything. So there's nothing to remove or reinstall. And Windows always recognized that I had the Xbox One drivers. So it was kind of a strange situation until I found out that you can actually update these with the firmware. And I'm suspecting that might have been the case on what caused this in the first place. I think there's just an update that just totally messed up the controller. So what I ended up doing was I ended up trying different ports on my current PC, and I found one of them that actually worked, and it read the controller just fine, which is super weird. And I tried to do the firmware update, but it got stuck at 33%, and it just totally lost the controller. So what I ended up doing was just doing the update on my old computer, and this is using the Windows Store app called Xbox Accessories. And since I knew it read my controller just fine, I was able to update the firmware on there. And lo and behold, when I plug this in, just give me a second here, I'm recording on my phone. Lo and behold, when I plug it in, it lights up now just fine, and Steam and my Linux install also picks it up just fine. So I don't know. I wish I had a better solution for this. I did find a DLL file in Windows that might work for you. I don't think this is really the cause of it, but I'll upload it for you guys to download, and maybe you guys can try it out. It goes in your Windows System 32 drivers folder. You probably have to restart for it to take effect. That might be just a total placebo though. My advice to you is try different USB ports on your computer. Try to restart it. Try to force Windows to try and find this controller. And if not, you're probably going to have to try and find a different Windows install that has, or a different Windows PC that is able to pick up this controller. Yeah, I mean, that's the only way I've been able to fix this. I've been kind of struggling with this for a while now, and it just occurred to me to just try to update it on the old PC once I found out that you can update the firmware on this. So hopefully this helps somebody. Maybe we can brainstorm in the comments an easier way to fix this, or if there's a manual way to get the firmware to allow people to update it. But that's how I managed to fix my issue. The controller's not broken. It might just be the firmware that's messed up. You have to update it and hope for the best with the computer. That's it for now. Thanks.